It was almost midnight when a young couple decided to take a shortcut home. They had spent the evening together on a date, laughing, talking, and making plans for the future. They were getting married next month, and everything seemed perfect. The shortcut led through an old cemetery. The place was surrounded by rusted iron fences, crooked headstones, and trees that twisted toward the sky like blackened claws. A cold fog drifted between the graves, curling around the old tombstones. The girl held her boyfriend's hand tightly as they walked faster. "This looks like something out of a Michael Jackson music video," she said nervously. The boy laughed. "Yeah. Maybe the dead will rise from their graves and start dancing for us." His joke made her smile. But then she heard something in the distance. A howl. Then a low, mournful wail. And finally, a long, deep moan that seemed to come from somewhere inside the cemetery. The girl suddenly stopped walking and stared into the darkness. What was that? The boy turned around and smiled. "Relax. It was probably an animal. Or the wind, or your imagination." She tried to laugh, but she couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. Something terrible was about to happen. Then the boy suddenly looked at her. His expression had changed. "Why do you walk like that?" She frowned. "Like what?" "Like you're bow-legged," he said. "The way you walk is weird." She stared at him in disbelief. She didn't answer. She loved him, and she thought he loved her. They were supposed to be married in just a few weeks, and she didn't want to ruin the night over a stupid argument. But then he continued. "And your face." She looked at him. "What about my face?" "You have spots all over it," he said coldly. "It's disgusting." The girl bit her lip. "Why are you saying these things? And you stink." She slowly let go of his hand. "What?" "There is always this smell coming from you," he said. "Like stale sweat. It makes me want to throw up." The girl stared at him in disbelief. "Why are you being so mean?" she asked. "I thought you loved me." The boy laughed. "Mean?" His smile disappeared. "How could anyone love you?" The girl took a step back. He continued, "Your weird legs. Your spotty face. That horrible smell." His eyes moved down her body. "And that huge backside." The girl covered her mouth as tears began filling her eyes. "If you hate me so much," she whispered, "then why are we getting married?" The boy's expression suddenly changed. He grabbed his head. Then he collapsed onto his knees. The girl rushed toward him. "What happened?" The boy began screaming. "My head." He clawed at his face. "It hurts." The girl froze. "What is happening to you?" The boy screamed again. "My skin, it's burning." The fog around them seemed to grow thicker. The girl watched in horror as the boy's face began to change. Something beneath his skin seemed to be moving. His features twisted unnaturally, and his voice became deeper. Then he started laughing. It wasn't a normal laugh. It was a harsh, broken cackle that echoed between the graves. The girl stumbled backward. "What are you?" The boy slowly looked up at her. His face no longer looked right. The person she had been walking beside only moments earlier seemed to be disappearing. Something else was taking his place. Then he smiled. A horrible, unnatural smile. "The reason I'm marrying you." His voice sounded completely different now. Is because I want to eat you." The girl screamed and turned to run. Behind her, she heard footsteps. Slow at first. Then faster. She didn't dare look back. The cemetery gates were just ahead. She could see them through the fog. She was almost there. Almost out. Then something grabbed the back of her coat. The force sent her crashing to the ground. She screamed as the thing behind her dragged her backward. She tried to crawl away. She tried to reach the gate. But the footsteps were getting closer. And then she woke up. The girl sat upright in bed, gasping for air. Her heart was pounding as she looked around the room. She was home. In her own bedroom. Safe. Warm arms were wrapped around her from behind. Her husband was lying beside her. She slowly began to calm down. It had all been a nightmare. Just a horrible nightmare. She turned toward him. "Are you awake?" "Yeah," he mumbled sleepily. She stared at him for a moment. Then she remembered the dream. "Why did you marry me?" Her husband didn't answer. She smiled nervously. "Why did you marry me?" Silence. For a long moment, there was only the sound of the darkness around them. Then her husband finally spoke. His voice was low. Almost too low. "Because I want to eat you." The girl stopped breathing. Slowly. Very slowly. She turned to look at him. And in the darkness beside her, something smiled.